That's right, boys. Welcome to the side of the ring because it's time for some ringside rumors on the side of the ring that are rumored to be true. Russell Votes told Give Me Sport that Roman Reigns isn't expected to lose the WWE Universal Championship for quite a while, but Triple H, quote, has an idea for who will take it from him. All right, who do we think is going to take it from him? The WWE Universal Championship. Yeah, the WWE Universal Championship. The Universal Championship. Not both. One. Not both of them. Okay. So I assume he's talking about one. Who's going to take it from him? Who's in line? We've got Drew McIntyre. Who else? We have... Who's going to take it from him? Seth Rollins. Who else? Oh my lord, I'm drawing a blank on, the myriad of people. Sheamus, Gunther could take it from him. Who else? I'm trying to think. I actually have, no idea. I don't know why I'm drawing it. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt could take it from him. Let's see. Who else? You're probably screaming a bunch of names at me. I mean, I want to say Karrion Kross, but it'll give him a couple more programs to be in. Not right now. Or maybe it could be Karrion Kross. We don't know. I mean, Karrion Kross. Who else? I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea. I'm probably going to think of more names as I'm editing this, but I mean, at the time, I really don't know. According to PW Insider, there is an interest between both WWE and Jake Paul to do more work together in the future. Though there are no current concrete plans at the time, they also say Logan Paul was universally praised backstage for his work at Crown Jewel. He did amazing, man. He did amazing, and he took his lumps out there. Somebody did make the good point on Reddit where they were like, you can't not wrestle for a really long time and then immediately jump into a match where you're doing buckshot lariats and jumping off of the turnbuckle into an announce table. That's probably not the best thing to do when you come right back to wrestling. You know what I mean? So that's probably a good reason why he was injured, because he pushed his body way too far. But look, man, he did absolutely fantastic. I already knew that was going to happen, the whole Logan and Jake Paul thing. I already had an idea that was going to take place. It was just a matter of time anyway, so... I mean, listen, as long as they both take it seriously and they both don't sit there and, phone it in or slag it off or anything, then there's really nothing I can say. Next, another wrestler who received praise both for Crown Jewel and his progress as of late, Omos. Yeah, man, he's doing great. I think he was absolutely fantastic in that match. I think he's absolutely fantastic in the ring. I mean, given his size and his mobility and everything, I think he's great. That's why I really wanted Omos to win, to be totally honest with you. I was really looking forward for him to win. And it was really sad that, I say that, but then we got to remember where they were, and all the things that were going on in there. So it makes sense why some of those wrestlers didn't actually show up, So I think at the end of the day, I think that they really should put their stock into Omos. They just put their stock into him. However long that he's going to be with them, I really think that they should do something with him. Should he win a title? Man, that would be great, man. That'd be great. I'd love for him to go on a title run. Any title run. IC, US. That would be great, man. I would love to see that. Next, Fightful Select says they spoke to some folks who said WWE has been hoping to restock the women's division with several TV-ready experienced wrestlers. Emma was one of those, and Tegan Knox could be another. They were also talking about Chelsea Green as well. I know that they were also saying that as well. Several TV-ready. Yeah, you want that. It makes sense. Because then it saves so much time. It saves so much time. You don't have to worry about that. All you got to do is just sign them up, and then boom, they're in whatever program, whatever, or they're just in a match, and then they can build their stock back up. It just makes sense. It makes sense to get a bunch of people that you don't have to worry about keeping off of TV for a little bit to train. That you can do the whole surprising return type deal, and then they could be in a match, and yeah, sure, they can lose. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Maybe I'm the Jim Cornette when it comes to just how I feel like some of them could be booked and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's good to see that they're back on TV and everything like that. And again, the whole TV ready thing, it makes a whole lot of sense. Next, Ringside News claims they were told there are, quote, 5 or 6 wrestlers on NXT right now who are on a list to be moved up to the main roster when the time is right. Oh, man. Okay, I saw this. I really should have talked about this. I don't know why I didn't talk about this, to be honest with you. I don't know. Okay, hold on. We're going to look this. Oh, should I look it up? No, we're going to look this up right now. Hold on. I have to reset this. I have to see, because I want to see who it could be. Are they talking about anyone? I'm looking this up right now. A report came out recently that said Triple H has Kevin Owens-esque main roster call-up plans for Grayson Waller. Of course, you'll remember that KO debuted against John Cena as NXT champion, and he beat Cena for the U.S. title. It was a big introduction. Ringside News has had some questions about these plans and were asked around about them. A tenured member of the creative team replied to say that this report about Waller is half true, half clickbait. It was explained to us that Grayson Waller is one of the 5 or 6 talents in NXT that are on the list to be moved up when the time is right and there's something in place for him. To say WWE really sees something in him is misleading. The fact is that WWE sees a lot in several NXT talents. Grayson is getting some choice time on WWE programming, like appearing on the bump and getting a push. We were told that it's an easy piece of fake news to say that WWE specifically has plans for Grayson Waller, because of course they do. Okay, good point. That being said, Grayson Waller isn't the only NXT superstar that WWE has plans for. It is all about waiting until the time is right, because each wrestler needs their proper opportunity, and you can't rush that sort of thing. Okay. Okay, so there's no actual, all right, I just wanted to make sure. So Grayson Waller is one of the 5 or 6 people. Okay, who's it going to be? I think, let's see, Alba Fire, Nathan Frazier, Carmelo Hayes, who else? Braun Breaker has got to be one of them, right? I want to say Apollo Crews, but like he was already on the main roster. So is it really a call up or is it just a call back, you know? Who else? Not Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Andre Chase, he could definitely be on the main roster. I mean, he's absolutely fantastic. He's got a really good character, too. There's a lot of them on there. Axiom would do well on the main roster, you know, like they would all do absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, really, like they said, we just gotta wait and see, you know. And also, he's got a good point. We gotta wait, you know. We gotta wait for the time to be right and everything like that. So, you know, it makes sense. Next, Fightful notes the segment with Braun Strowman hitting MVP with multiple power slams on SmackDown last week was to explain his not appearing at Crown Jewel. He couldn't make the trip because he was practicing Muslim, but is now an atheist, and renouncing Islam is a crime in Saudi Arabia. Okay. I like that. I like how he was practicing Muslim and now he's an atheist. That's great. My man was going vegan and then had a burger and was like, actually, you know what? I'm all right. I'm just going to stick with being a carnivore if that's all right. Listen, he's allowed to do whatever he wants. He can practice Buddhism, Muslim, Catholicism. He can practice whatever he wants. And he can be an atheist. It's perfectly fine. He's allowed to practice. He can practice the piano for all I care. I don't care, okay? It's fine. But renouncing Islam is a crime in Saudi Arabia. Great. All right. Get that blood money, boys. Let's go. Okay. I thought that he was like, I actually didn't know that. I knew that the whole power, because I saw the power slam thing and I was like, oh, that's him being written off for Witchahoozits, you know. So it makes sense that he's not going to be on there. But I didn't know that was the reason why he was going to be off. I thought it was an injury thing. But if it's an injury thing, kind of weird to power slam him like 4 times. That doesn't make any sense, you know. So at the end of the day, I mean, listen, I said this. I think I said this in the Turnbuckle episode earlier today, in the sense of like, everyone's got their reasoning for not wanting to be on the show, you know, with your Daniel Bryans and your Sami Zayns and all that. So I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we can't really say anything. So at the end of the day, boys, what do we talk about? Someone is going to take the title, the Universal title, the Universal Championship off Roman Reigns. I laid out the 6 people. It could be none of those 6 people. It could be all of the 6 people. I genuinely have no idea. According to PW Insider, there's interest in Jake Paul to do more work in the future. That makes sense. Logan Paul's being praised for the work that he did at Crown Jewel. So's Omos. Listen, they both did absolutely fantastic, and you can say whatever you want about them. They wrestled a lot better than me and you, okay? Let's see. Fightful says they spoke to some folks who said WWE's hoping to restock the women's division. Oh yeah, TV ready, experienced wrestlers, Emma and Tegan Knox and Chelsea Green. That makes sense. You don't want to have to like keep people off of TV to sort of get them TV ready and all that sort of stuff. It makes sense. You just pop them on there, bing bang bosh. You know, you're all good to go. Ringside News claims they were told 5 or 6 wrestlers on NXT right now who are on a list to be moved up. Grayson Waller is one of them. It makes sense. There's a lot of people right now like Braun Breaker and Nathan Frazier and stuff like that who could genuinely make a perfect fit on the main roster, and really we gotta wait and see who they are. And finally, Fightful notes this again with Braun Strowman hitting MVP of multiple power slams was to write him off so that he doesn't show up on Crown Jewel. Apparently he was practicing Muslim, but he's now an atheist. I love that. That's great. Yeah, it makes sense why he wasn't on TV. And again, he's allowed to practice whatever he wants, okay? You can practice riding a bike for all I care, alright? Boys, that's going to do it for this episode of Ringside Rumors. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I certainly enjoyed making it. And I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one.